From today, we are going to learn how to write programs in QBasic. I am going to start QBasic now. So this blue screen is the interface for QBasic, where you are going to type your programs. So first of all, to remove this dialog box, press escape. Now here we can type our programs. Let us write our first program to add two numbers. So this input statement is used to take input from the user, and that input will go to the variable A or will be stored in the variable A. Similarly, second input statement for second number, that will be stored in B. Then let us do some processing for addition. So we can write C is equal to A plus B. Then print the answer is C. Then you can write AND. Now let us first save this program. I'm going to give a file name, readable file name. For example, add or addition. It is up to you. After clicking on OK, you can see the name here, addition.bas. So BAS is the extension of all the programs which you are going to write in QBasic. So this is your code for program to add two numbers. Let us try to run this. Click on run and then click on start. See, this is your output window or output mode. Enter first number. Here we have to write some number. Let us take any number, 30. Then press enter. After pressing enter, this 30 will get stored in the variable A. Then, now let us give another number, 20. This will be stored in B. See, the answer is 50. This is how a program runs in QBasic. Now if you want to go back to the editor or blue screen, press any key to continue. So this is your blue screen. If you want to make some changes, you can make easily. Now let us understand meanings of all these statements. Let us see this first statement. This is REM. It is used to provide a remark or comments to your program. For example, I have just written to add two numbers. You can write anything just to give comments. Next is CLS. This CLS command is used to clear the screen. If you avoid CLS, it will display previous output also. Let us see it once again. I am going to run this program again, but after removing CLS. Then to make changes, permanent, save it, and then run it. Click on start. See, the previous output screen is also there. But if you want to remove it, you have to use CLS. I'll show you. enter first number, suppose 11, then 22, answer is 33. Let us go back. Now I am going to write CLS and then save it and then run it. See, your screen is totally cleared. So this is the use of CLS command. Okay, let us give some numbers. Now, what is the use of input statement? This input statement. Input, enter first number, then semicolon A. This statement is used to take something as input from the user. The user will provide input using the keyboard. For example, user can type a number like 25, then that 25 will get stored in A. Similarly for B. So this is your input part, and this one is your processing part. Here we are doing processing. C is equal to A plus B. What does it mean? It means right hand side will be calculated, and whatever is the intermediate answer, that will be stored in C. Suppose we have some memory locations having different names. Let us take it as A, this one B, and this one C. Now if user gives first number as 45, so that 45 will get stored in a memory location whose name is A. So a variable is a named location in the memory of computer that stores data temporarily. So 45 gets stored here. With the second line, let us take another number, say 10. So that will be stored in B. When calculation is done, A plus B, 45 plus 10 becomes 55. That 55 will get stored in C. So this is the C memory location where 55 will get stored, right? So see the last statement. This says print the answer is C. Whatever is written in double quotes, it is printed as it is on the screen, and this C is not in double quotes. It is written separately after semicolon because it is a variable. So the value of C, that is 55, will get displayed. I think it is clear to you. Okay. Now if you want to write another program, you can click on File, then New, write another program. Let us take a program to find a greatest out of two numbers. So what we can write? CLS. Right now I am not using REM. Input, enter first number, then A. You can also write variable names in lowercase. Input, enter second number, B. So we have two numbers now. So input has been done. Now let us do programming, or sorry, processing. If A greater than B, then print first number is greater. Else print second number is greater. then end if. Let us save it. Click on save as. Write proper name. Let us say compare. Let us run this. Enter first number, suppose 34. Second number 32. So which one is greater? Obviously 34. The answer should be first number is greater. Right? Let us run it again. First number 56, second number some larger number, then second number is greater will be displayed. So we have taught our computer to take decision. So decision making can be done by using if statement. So let us see these statements one by one. How are these working? You already know about first three statements. We'll start with if A greater than B. This part, A greater than B, this is known as condition or criteria. This is a condition, and every condition has two answers, either true or false. Now suppose if A is 100 and B is 25. So 100 is greater than 25 obviously. So answer is true. It means in this case the statement just after then will get displayed. Print first number is greater. ये display हो जाएगा screen पर. Otherwise means if this condition becomes false, then the statement after else will get displayed. It will get displayed. तो second number is greater ये आपका screen पर आ जाएगा. It means only one statement will get displayed at a time. All the statements will not be getting displayed. In previous question, all the statements were working, but here in if then else statement, one statement at a time will work based on the condition. If condition is true, then first statement will be displayed. If second statement is true, then the statement after else, that is second number is greater, will be displayed. It means here statements are controlled using some conditions. So we have your chapter conditional control statements. So based on condition, we are jumping the program control. Let us see how jumping is being done here. See CLS first line executed, screen clear हो गई. Second enter first number enter हो गया. Then third, then fourth. But if this condition is false, then this line will not be executed. This line will be executed. It means after if A greater than B, then your program control jumps to this statement. इसी को बोलते हैं jumping or controlling the statements based on some conditions. Now let us make one more program. Now we will discuss programs which are given in your book. CLS A greater than 1, start, B is equal to A multiplied by A, print B, A equals to A plus 1, go to start, then end. Now what is this go to statement doing? Let me first show you the output of this program. After running this, let me save it. I'm going to write name as series 1 because it is going to print a particular series. Oh, see, this is going on ever and ever. Now to stop this, what we can do, we can click on Control and pause break button. So after pressing pause, break or plus control button, it will be stopped. Now see, these numbers are getting displayed continuously. So this is known as infinite loop. Let me show you the program. In this case, we have to start QBasic once again. And here you will learn how to open an already existing program. See, all these programs are here, series 1. Now how it is working, let me show you. First CLS, then A is equal to 1. So we have a value in memory location equal to 1. Start colon, this is your label. We call it as a label. Labels are used along with go to statements. Start colon, this is a label. So you might have seen it is printing the numbers continuously without any condition. So it means a go to statement is an unconditional transfer control statement. It is used to transfer the program control from one statement to another. Let us see how. Start label, here we have mentioned a label. Then B is equal to A multiplied by A. Here initially the value of A is 1. So here B is equal to A multiplied by A and the starting value of A is equal to 1. I'm not making a box here now. Okay. Print B. 1 ones are 1. It means the value of B is also, चलो बना देते हैं, B is also a memory location is 1 now. जैसे C में आपका आंसर चला गया था. Then I have written here print B. So what will be your output? It will be 1. Then a is equal to a plus 1. Initially a is 1. 1 plus 1, it becomes 2. Now it is not 1, it is 2. Next statement is go to start. Now what will happen in this case? Go to start से आपका प्रोग्राम कंट्रोल जहां स्टार्ट लिखा हुआ है पूरे प्रोग्राम में वहां पर पहुंच जाएगा. इट विल जंप टू दैट लेबल. सी यहां से यहां पहुंच गया क्योंकि लिखा है गो टू स्टार्ट. लूपिंग शुरू हो गई, रिपीटिशन शुरू हो गया. इट मीन्स बी इज इक्वल टू ए मल्टीप्लाइड बाय ए दोबारा से होगा. नाउ ए इज 2. अभी अभी 2 हुआ था ना इधर, तो 2 2s are 4. नाउ इन दिस केस बी will be having 4 instead of 1. प्रिंट बी करेंगे तो आपका 4 आ जाएगा. अगेन a is equal to a plus 1. a की वैल्यू 2 थी, 2 plus 1 it becomes now 3. Then again go to start. फिर से ये ऊपर जाएगा स्टार्ट पर. Here b is equal to a multiplied by a. a की वैल्यू हो चुकी है 3. 3 3s are 9. Now b is not 4, b is something else, it is 9. प्रिंट बी, तो 4 के बाद क्या आएगा फिर 9. a is equal to a plus 1. 3 plus 1 it becomes 4. The 4 4s are 16. Then a will become 5. 5 5s are 25. Then 6 6 6 are 36. Then 7 7s are 49. Then it will keep going on. कहीं रुक रहा है? कहीं भी नहीं रुक रहा है, यानी ये इनफाइनाइटली चलता चला जाएगा. This is given on page number 91. So here an unconditional transfer, कोई कंडीशन नहीं है, जबकि if में कंडीशन थी. पिछले वाले प्रोग्राम में देखा था ना a ग्रेटर देन b. यहाँ ऐसा कुछ है ही नहीं, यहाँ फॉल्स का कोई चक्कर ही नहीं है, ट्रू फॉल्स का. So here an unconditional transfer of control creates an infinite loop where from there is no exit. उससे ये बाहर नहीं आ पाएगा ऑटोमेटिकली. हमें फिर जबरदस्ती उसको क्रॉस पे क्लिक करके रोकना पड़ेगा या कंट्रोल प्लस पॉज ब्रेक करके रोकना पड़ेगा. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.